not attempt to adjust your programming. You are now listening to B-Movies and Beyond.
Pew pew, pew pew. Oh yeah!
Oh shit!
I know. Welcome in.
I feel like we're in a Blade movie.
A Blade movie?
Yeah.
Just watch out for all the blood.
Yep.
We are in episode 312 of B Movies and Beyond. We are past 311. 312.
Yeah, Justin, we can't say three. Oh, sorry, special guest. We can't say 311, so we deemed last episode 300 plus 10 plus 1.
Yes.
Cool.
Well, welcome in, everyone. It's Peter and Ryan as usual, and we got special guest Justin, who couldn't make it last week. Yes, but you're here now, and it's very exciting. And we'll, I think we'll recap a little bit because we really want to get your opinions on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But we'll hold on to that. Hold on to that.
Right.
Hold the horses.
Right.
I'm sure you're dying to get into it. But I was thinking, are we ready for a quick question or do we want to do a little banter?
I like a little banter. I miss Justin.
Okay.
Yeah. And what's going on, guys?
How you doing, man?
Yeah.
It's
good.
It's we're 3 months into 2023 and just catching up. How you doing, bud? How's the house life? How's the kids? How's the job? Any new movies?
Have you sewn anything cool lately?
No. I mean, unless
Wait, what?
But life has been busy, man. Kids are busy. Kids make you busy.
Did you say sewn something? Justin,
yes.
Are you a seamstress?
Look, there's a sewing machine back there.
Oh,
right there.
He might just start sewing at any minute.
Yeah. He just gets bored in the middle of a segment. And we hear,
"Hey, let me finish the stitch, guys."
I'm in like my back crap room because it's the only place where I can hide that's away from children.
They don't know this room exists?
Not really.
See,
it's kind of amazing.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
My special room's just the bathroom. I gotta go take a crap. Leave me alone for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Peter, that's always been your special room, though.
That's true. It has been before kids.
You know what we should do? Next episode we should all just record on the John.
That's a great idea. I love it.
That's the acoustics will be pretty good in there.
Yeah, right.
Good.
Every time we end a segment, we all flush. Oh man, that would be an awesome podcast.
Great.
And then when you're thinking, it's like we make the sounds like hang on, hold on. Big one. It's gonna be 10 Katie Courics.
Yeah.
And spin around. Do that little spin around.
I ate some Chipotle.
I ate Chipotle the other day.
Yeah, me too.
Man.
That's not a sponsor. But
not yet.
Not yet. It might be after this episode. Who knows?
Do we know when Casa Bonita's coming out? Is that supposed to be in May, right?
Yeah, in May.
I saw that somebody's already in line.
There's a Facebook group that has people waiting in line, dude. It opens in May, and we just got news the fountain now has water in it. So
oh, nice.
Yeah. Big things here in Colorado. Downtown Denver is a big freaking mess, but Casa Bonita, West Lakewood.
I'm just gonna say, if you have never been to Casa Bonita, it's an experience, and you should go.
It is. It is, and I'm glad that they're keeping it.
Change it.
I don't think they. It seems like they're still gonna have cliff divers, all that stuff's still gonna be there. I think.
I hope so.
Yeah, they're working
revamping the food.
Yeah, it's taken almost a year to revamp the food.
Maybe that's a delay.
It's that bad.
Yeah.
They're like, no, guys, you can't use nacho cheese for everything.
Yes.
Oh man.
Don't fuck with the sopapillas, though. Do not mess with those.
That was the only thing. I swear, man, the last time I went to Casa Bonita, all I had was margaritas and the sopapillas and maybe had some chips. Everything else.
You can't get rid of those flags on the table where you raise it for more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Yep,
can't do
Need
that.
that.
3 key things need to stay there: Black Bart's Cave, Cliff
Yep.
Divers, and the flags
Yep.
for sopapillas.
It's Kia. It's key.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kia.
Oh, I can't wait. I might get in line soon too. I might be there.
We should
Yeah.
just record the podcast from there every week.
It'd
We're,
be fun until
we're
they
here live on
yeah.
location at Casa Bonita.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll open up this episode. Maybe we'll get a glimpse of Trey Parker and Matt Smith.
Yeah.
I like it.
Let's see.
Speaking of which, South Park has been amazing this season so far.
I haven't watched one episode.
You haven't watched one
one.
episode?
Not one.
Oh, dude, you would love this one, Justin. I don't know if you've been following our podcast. I know you have, but have you been watching the new Beavis and Butthead?
Dude, I love it. It's so
It's
good.
so amazing.
It's good.
That was my recommendation a couple weeks ago. I love that they're here in today's world, and then they have like 40-year-old, like late our age Beavis and Butthead, and they're like living off welfare and smoking cigarettes.
It's so
and
great.
beer.
Even
It's
like the
fantastic.
reboot movie is good.
Oh, dude, Justin's my Beavis and Butthead go-to guy. Like, if
I
there's
love
Beavis and Butthead, it's the greatest show. It's generations
one of 'em.
forever.
Yeah, I agree. It's really good. I've watched most of them, but I haven't finished it.
And good. I like that.
Yeah.
See, you've watched. If you could get Peter to watch most of it, it's good.
Yep.
Yes. If I can get past that first episode, because usually that's the one I struggle on.
That is true for me too.
Mhm. Which, and like they say most times, like you got to watch the first 3 before you're actually hooked. I'm like, you should do better.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly.
Do
Yeah.
better.
Put me on the
Agreed.
first one. Come on.
Yeah. Like, and just get better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hook me more.
100%.
Oh,
100%.
yeah, man.
Well, dude,
Jeez.
let's get into a quick question. That was good banter.
Yeah. I love the banter.
What? How? Why? I have so many questions!
And
All
more
right.
banter.
yeah, the whole episode's banter. All right. I like this question. I I'm sure I did. Did you guys do this as a kid? Like you want to see like what type of mutant you would be, like what would you want to be like what's the correct term, but kind of combined with, right?
Animorphs.
Yeah.
I
Mutated
read the
with.
question.
That's it.
No,
Mutated with.
but I had a question about the question.
What's your question?
Okay.
Well, first and foremost, what's the question?
Peter, what's the question?
What's the question?
I just said it.
No, you just described the question you're going to ask us.
Yeah, you didn't ask those.
Oh, I said, what would you want to be mutated with? That was
And why? Okay.
and why?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so my question around it is like, is it an X-Men mutant
No.
or is it like another
No.
type of mutant?
The mutants, the X-Men mutants, they weren't mutated at all. So they're out of the question, right?
Yeah, but they're mutants.
I know that's a different type. I that's why I said mutated with. You gotta be mutated with. You gotta be combined.
But there's mutants
with.
that have been mutated by other mutants.
He's got a point there.
Oh, jeez.
But I know
Yes.
the question.
Yes, I'm talking about more Ninja Turtles
All right.
mutating. Okay, which I
right.
guess really for that it's mostly been animals turning into humanoids. And
Yeah, are we
sometimes,
talking about like animals mostly?
yeah, I mean animals, but like Ryan and I when you're having some audio issues, and we were discussing like the different types, like think about all the Ninja Turtle like toys, and there's so many different ones. I mean, there's that trash one. There's a guy that was just like in a jar with all his organs were just in the jar.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of weird mutations, right? So I think it's pretty wide open for this question. Let's just see. I'm sure you guys have like, this is what I want to be mutated with.
You know, it's funny. I mean, you bring up the Mutagen Man, and if you ever hear his backstory, it's actually really sad. It's like one of the most depressing Ninja Turtle episodes I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah.
But back to your question. Who's going first?
I already know my answer because ever since I was a little kid, I always thought it would be awesome to be mutated with an alligator. and then like be on what was that video game? Mutant Football League.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So you wanted to combine your two things, Ninja Turtles and the Mutant Football League.
You want to be
it.
a mutated alligator pro football player? I like that.
Exactly.
Why do you think though being an alligator would help you be a better football player?
Oh, good
Nothing.
question.
It mostly has to do with just the alligator. Mostly because I like violent animal attack movies, and one of my favorite type of attack are alligator movies.
They are good.
You know, that's what I love about this podcast is like we all each have our own very specific like Peter loves megalodons and like giant shark attacks and those
I love
type
that
of
shit
things.
too.
So you like mutated alligators that are violent and kill people.
Yeah, I call alligators are sea creatures too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
I thought maybe you had a better reason for an alligator.
It's not really. It's just like whenever I was little, it was just like I always thought it would be cool.
Would you be on offense or defense?
I don't know, man. Probably defense.
Yeah, I think an alligator would be good defense because you got little tiny arms, so you can't really like catch the ball.
But you got like the snout and like the tail. I bet you could like snap some balls away, or
I'm just envisioning just grabbing people by their arm while they're trying to run by.
With your snout,
with
your
my
jaws.
mouth, yeah.
I love it.
That would actually be a really cool football game concept, like animal football league.
Dude, I wish they brought they should make that a video game. I want to see that. That show was so cool. I would love to see. It was never made into a game, right?
What, Mutant League?
Yeah,
it was
Mutant
a game.
League's a video game.
It was a video game.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of them.
Dude, it was basically
the original one was
Mutant.
in the 90s.
Oh, see, I didn't.
I don't even.
Well, what like Nintendo and Super Nintendo?
Genesis, bro.
No, I never had that. So
you never
that's
played
why.
Mutant League?
No, that's why I thought it should be a video game. I watched the cartoon.
What's funny is it was a cartoon. You're totally right.
I know
it was.
How I know about it. I didn't have
it was a cartoon, but yeah, Mutant Football League was a cool video game.
Huh. Well, they should bring it back then.
Look, Peter,
You can get it on PS4.
Look at this.
Apparently, there's a remake of it.
There's I still have a PS4. I should get it. Hey guys, my birthday's coming up. Buy that for me. It's like $20. You got it. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah,
that's a great gift.
Yeah, I'll hook up my PS4 for that. That's awesome. You got one, Ryan?
Yeah, I want to be Sonic the Hedgehog.
I don't think that counts. He's not a mutant.
We don't know that.
I don't think he's an alien, if anything.
He's a animalized.
So you want to be?
Although if Ryan turns into Sonic, then in that aspect, he is a mutant.
And I would play basketball.
But
there you go.
My thought is that you'd be like mutated with a hedgehog, and you just come out like you'd be more like the one from Rescue Rangers. That's the Sonic that we would get, or even worse, you'd just be like, I don't know, man. I don't think you'd get as cool as Sonic. Sorry.
I know nobody's as cool as Sonic. They've tried to make anybody as any other hedgehog as cool as Sonic, and he's not. I would just like to be. I would take ugly Sonic.
You take that too.
Yeah, dude.
Ugly humanized Sonic
is cool. Yeah, you just want to be fast.
Yeah, just be part of the FBI.
Yeah. That's your power. You just work for the FBI. I'm not super fast, but I work for the FBI. And look at his teeth.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always liked hedgehogs. Dude, it's hard because Ninja Turtles were like the biggest part of my life when I was a kid. So obviously, I'd like to be a turtle.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, but you couldn't just be mutated into one of the existing turtles.
I know. If I can't pick the Turtles or Sonic, then I would be part of the Street Sharks.
So these would be mutated.
That's a valid answer.
Yeah, I mean, I
know we talked about Street Sharks a lot, but bring it back.
I was trying to get Seth Rogen to do it. He never replied on Twitter.
We're trying to get him to do Street Sharks in the style of Fast and Furious and have Vin Diesel be the voice of
that's
him.
so good.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I should tweet it again. And please add Street Sharks into the Fast and Furious franchise.
I love it.
I'm sure he has that power. So for mine, I went, I love my sea creatures, right? I went back and forth, and I thought about like a shark, because like a street shark, right?
Yeah.
But I thought there's already street sharks. It's all right. Ryan's one of them. So I went the other route, and I think I want to be mutated with the dolphin.
Dolphin?
Yeah, because dolphins can kill sharks, and they're really fast, and I can do like flips out of the ocean, and also I just get to swim around the ocean, like so I can't go to space, right? But like I think the ocean's the next best thing, where I just get to swim around the ocean and see some pretty cool shit.
Are you sure you can't go to space? Because they are the overlords of the universe.
That is true.
You
You know what I think
point
about when you
there.
say dolphin is Kyle Broflovsky's dad, Gerald. Do you remember that episode?
Yeah.
Where he just becomes a dolphin, like they just surgically
Dolphin-plasty.
make. Oh my god!
Do you have a picture? Put this up. We're on YouTube.
Yeah.
Come on, we got the technology. Put this up so I can see. Isn't there also like some weird thing where like some guy mutated into a weird dolphin? Like, why am I picturing that? Like, because now I'm a little bit scared about my pick. Because that's the whole thing with mutating, is that you're not really sure how. Are you
That
going to
is
be like
true. You don't know how it's going to turn out.
Yeah, you might just get like a weird flipper thing, or Oh,
Peter wants to become this guy.
Yeah, okay, I remember that. Yeah. Wasn't there also something weird with like in was it Futurama? Was there a weird like mutant
I think there
dolphin boy?
was.
I'm not too sure, but oh my god, Futurama
Dolphin.
I needed someone to like make a cool mutated dolphin humanoid, or maybe just always look creepy. I don't know.
You know what we got to do is we got to find out like these cool AI programs and type in Ryan as Sonic the Hedgehog and see what AI creates, or Justin as Mutant League football alligator, or Peter as a space dolphin.
Space.
That'd be a cool. I mean, that would be a cool story, like space dolphin traveling through, like Flash Gordon, but you'd be a dolphin.
I like it.
What is that
Swimming
movie where the
through
dolphins like control the universe?
That's Hitchhiker's Guide to
Hitchhiker's Guide. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but that was just kind of like the stinger, right? I think that was kind of like the stinger of it. So
They
I don't
are
know.
intelligent and they are always really horny.
This is my traits.
All Peter, yeah. All Peter's traits.
And you haven't seen me swim, but I'm pretty fast.
Don't let the beard fool you.
Pretty good.
Water just goes right past it.
Yeah. It's just, oh man. It's like when I was picking my what I want to mutate with, I was trying to think of like cool like traits, right? Because you don't usually get like powers when you mutate, right? You just kind of get what's cool about that animal. And so that's what I was trying to think, like, okay, what would be cool to mutate with, like, and get those abilities? And I want to swim through the ocean.
All right.
Why not Manta Ray? Remember Manta Ray from Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, I do, but he was cool.
It was cool.
But there was no dolphin character.
I know, but that's why I need to do something different. You gotta be original, Ryan.
I know.
Ryan
Okay.
just going off. Can I be a Ninja Turtle? Can I be Sonic the Hedgehog? Can I be Street Shark?
All the best
Can
ones.
I be a biker mice from Mars?
Can I be a Battletoad?
Yeah.
Oh man.
My other
I mean,
one
these are
was-
all things that I want to be too. So
It's true, me too. Like my next thing was like trying to figure out like some type of bird or something that could fly. Even being like a flying squirrel, maybe that wouldn't be too bad. That'd be a fun thing to mutate with.
Or a snake?
No,
They don't want to be a snake.
What does a snake do?
They slither and eat things and shed.
It's not cool at all. It's lame.
They have no legs and they move around. That's still weird to me.
It is really weird.
Shit.
That's why I hate snakes, but it doesn't mean I want to mutate with them. So
Oh, what if you had to mutate with the one creature that you hated the most?
oh, that would suck. That would be a snake. It'd be awful.
Mine would be a
Oh,
giant
that would be-
isopod.
An isopod?
These things are fucking creepy, dude.
Yes.
Have you ever
Oh,
seen
man.
this, Justin?
Oh,
You know what I'm
man.
talking about, right?
I think so.
Yeah, watch.
I gotta look it up now.
We have the technology.
Yeah, just wait.
Oh,
for
one of
it.
those things.
Yeah. Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is they eat Doritos.
Huh?
I don't know, man. Mosquito? Yeah, not into
Oh,
mosquitoes.
mosquitoes are really annoying.
Yeah, that would suck.
I wouldn't want you to be annoying, Justin. Yeah, dude. Giant isopod.
Or like a centipede.
Look at this fucking thing. Piles of them eating Doritos.
Yeah.
Why would they even give them Doritos?
To give them
So that they
superpowers.
don't
What if
eat their-
Doritos?
Yeah.
Maybe is that why they get
Damn,
to?
dude.
They're so large is from Doritos.
From Doritos, they eat Dorito nacho shell tacos. Oh, look! Those look
Yeah.
like. Ugh.
But can
Ew.
you like roll up? This looks like a giant roly poly. Can you roll up like one?
Yeah.
Okay,
pretty
that's
sure.
kind of cool. That's
Yeah.
kind of cool. Can you imagine doing that?
Oh, okay. If we're picking animal,
And you got like a hard shell, dude. You got like an armor, man. You're like an armadillo.
I was gonna say an armadillo would be kind of cool.
Yeah. I'm just saying there's so many
Yeah.
good ones, but we could go on and on about what we want to mutate with, but Justin, it is time. I want to hear what your thoughts on Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. Go.
Go.
Go
Dude.
ninja, go ninja,
Go,
go!
Ninja, go. First thing first, man. Whenever I first heard that Seth Rogen was doing it, I was concerned.
What?
Mhm.
Because I don't know why you're concerned.
Dude, I was
think he's-
concerned because like I didn't know what he was gonna do with it. I just heard about it and I was like, Seth Rogen and Ninja Turtles?
Let me
not
ask
there.
you this: when you heard Michael Bay and Ninja Turtles, how'd you feel?
Oh, way more concerned.
Way more okay.
If you go back like 5 years, you could find that podcast episode, and we expressed our concerns about that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we
that
might
really
need to
sucked.
put that one out there because I don't remember. But yeah, I guess we were probably both all concerned, right?
Yeah.
Like super concerned. But
Yeah.
after seeing the trailer, pumped. Super
Pumped.
pumped. So
Yeah.
pumped. I mean, I love that it's kind of in the style of a Spider-Verse, Spider-Man sort of
Yeah,
animation.
with the
style
animation.
wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that they went that route. And it's a little more, it's geared towards kids again, which I love.
Yeah, the way they designed the turtles, they're actual teenagers now. Like it
Yeah.
brought me back to the 80s cartoon.
Exactly. And I love how they look. Like all of it. The design and everything around it is awesome. Master Splinter has an afro.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. Plus,
Voiced by
he's
Jackie Chan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Justin, I
and
think
the
you said it
cast goes
best, like-
on and on and on.
They were able to bring back what we love about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and bring that to kids nowadays. So not
Yeah.
only us in our late 30s, but our kids and other people's kids would enjoy this. And this just adds another like generations of fans
Yeah.
of what this creation is. Michael Bay took it away. Like you can't like give giant ass turtles in CGI and Megan Fox to like 5-year-olds.
Plus, they're continuing keeping the Tribe Called Quest relevant.
Bing. Yeah, we were talking about that Seth Rogen, like you were concerned at first, but he's done justice and like he said all the right things. Like he wants to make the soundtrack like a Tony Hawk Pro Skater style soundtrack where it's one of those soundtracks why you'll remember for the rest of your life, like Ninja
Yeah.
Turtles 1. Anytime I
Yeah,
see that black album cover or movie cover or like the white one for Secret of the Ooze, I think Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go, or I think MC Hammer.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little concerned with just the sheer amount of characters that they have.
It's a
But
mayhem,
that's
Justin.
always, I know, but that's always a concern for every movie that I go into, like superhero wise, everything. I'm like, dude, there's like too many villains. There's too many of this. How are the fuck are they gonna do this? But they always manage to do it.
Maybe that's the point of the story. Is the teenage turtles are like, how the fuck do we do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So you're concerned about the amount of mutants in this one?
I mean,
Is that
there's
what
a
you're
lot of villains.
Well,
There's a big
How do
lineup, but they
how do we know
but they
they're
also had their
villains?
friends with it. Mondo Gecko, friend. But they have
Yeah.
like Leatherhead, Rocksteady's freaking Bebop.
I mean, it's Mutant Mayhem, but like I guess that's what, like it just seems like there's going to be a lot of mutants.
Genghis
so,
Frog.
Yeah.
Where's Shredder at though? Is he in it?
No,
It's the
no
one thing
Shredder.
we have not heard anything about, which I kind of like. I like that idea, and potentially, that could come later, or it's something they're saving.
That is true. That's usually like a second movie kind of thing.
Yeah, like because he's always usually the first one. Like been there, done that. Let's just
Yep.
bring the mutants first, huh?
You know what would be a really cool concept nobody's really addressed with the Ninja Turtles? Is the mutant side. What if as they get older, they develop more mutant abilities? I guess Rise kind of does that, right, Peter? Because Rise they start getting like telepathic powers and stuff like that. Like, but like, could you imagine? Okay, this one like they fight off all these other mutants that mutated with them, and then the second one like it leads into Shredder, and they're a little bit more grown up, and they got to fight this like leader of the Foot Clan, and they're a little bit more mutated and grown up.
Yeah. In Rise, they get like mystical weapons. That's like kind of what.
Yeah, they have
happened.
like mystical weapons and stuff, which
Yeah.
I don't know.
In the
Kinda
comic book, the Last Ronin, that showed like how like they kept on mutating and got like gigantic.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see the Last Ronin has like a sequel, and it has like a new generation of little turtles?
Yeah.
Well, that's how it ended. So, did they already wrote something for a sequel?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's going on right now.
I didn't know that.
Breaking news, Peter.
Yeah. Get with
Thanks,
it.
guys.
Get with the program. I wonder if they're gonna
Jeez.
like eventually introduce like the new turtle, the girl, which I can't think of her name right off the top of my
Venus?
head. Yes.
Or Jenica.
There's a few of them, right?
Well, yeah, just in general. I mean, it's a new age, new turtles.
Well, hey, Justin, back to the Mutant Mayhem trailer. There's two characters on there that are pretty controversial in the realm of things. April O'Neil, what do you think about her design?
I don't care. I like
Okay,
it.
perfect. And then Leatherhead is voiced by Rose Byrne. So Leatherhead is voiced by.
That's who you want to be, Justin.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, again, don't care.
You know what?
As long as
And
Leatherhead, there's a mutant crocodile or alligator in the movie. You don't care.
I don't understand why there's always controversy with this shit. It's like, oh man, April O'Neil is all of a sudden biracial. Who cares? Fucking cartoon.
Biracial.
Isn't she
That
like
means-
black now?
That's not biracial. That means you're two races.
Oh yeah, well, you know what I meant. like
We don't know for sure. She could be.
she
She
could
could be black and Asian. We might not. Yeah, you might be right
Yeah.
on that, Justin. Good
But I mean, who really cares? That doesn't matter.
Nah.
She's not Megan Fox. That's an upgrade in my
This
mind.
what I think the biggest thing for me, and maybe this also makes sense because it's just the new day and age and everything, is that like I'm used to like April O'Neil. She's the reporter, right? Always wearing yellow, and that's the thing that's changed now. Which now it makes sense because
She's not
why
wearing
are
yellow?
she had a little bit of yellow, like, but I'm
She has a yellow jacket on.
I need a jumpsuit. But on top of that, though, is that like now she's like the same age as the turtles, which I think makes sense, right? Because before it was an older lady hanging out with all these teenagers, and so now it's a little bit more appropriate, right?
It
So-
doesn't work.
call.
It doesn't work with a cartoon version either. for it to be like an older lady either. I don't think.
Well, but I mean, that's what we were raised on, and I thought it was just fine. But I think this day and age, I think that's the part. Like it had to change, and that's been the case for a while now. With especially once like Nickelodeon started doing it. Like April's been like a lot younger.
It doesn't really matter that what's her name, Rose Bryan Bay. What's her name
Byrne.
that's doing Leatherhead?
Yeah.
Byrne? Doesn't matter who's voicing Leatherhead.
No, I really
No.
don't care. I think she's gonna do a great job. It's gonna be hilarious.
I think it's gonna be funny if they have Leatherhead actually have her voice.
I
However,
think that would be way better.
there's gonna be a
It'd
lot
be
of.
hilarious.
She might be a good voice actress, where she might have a guy voice. What if she plays like a guy type of voice, like she's like, "Yeah, I'm Leatherhead," but it's like a girl kind of type thing.
And who says Leatherhead is a male?
Yeah, Ryan.
Don't
We're stereotyping just by the name.
don't alligators have small peepees? I don't know.
I think it's mostly we're comparing it to the original cartoon. That's
in
the
land
thing.
Of cartoons, I don't care who voices who and what and when, as long as it's good.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line. You're absolutely right. I think it's just one of those things, man. Like as fans, and I try to get out of this. You know, it's like the same thing with like Star Wars fans and everything. Like, they get so upset about like, oh, you ruined my Star Wars because it's not exactly like the first 3 episodes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, 4, 5, and 6. So like I'm with you. I'm okay with all this. I don't really care. You know, I just want a great movie, and so far from the trailer, I think we're gonna get that, especially just from the dynamics
plus,
of the Ninja Turtles.
They're back to being like teenagers.
Yeah,
100%.
I mean,
Donatello hasn't hit puberty.
Teenage mutant.
That's why I think.
I mean, if you go back to the Michael Bay movies, they clearly are not teenagers.
no,
Yeah,
that's why they dropped it. Remember, it was just Ninja Turtles, and everyone was pissed off about that.
Like,
if Seth Rogen is good at what he is doing, he can have a trilogy where like the first one is based off them being teenagers, the second one is them being mutants, and then the third one they develop to be ninjas.
yeah, sure.
Justin's not sold on that. Yeah, whatever.
I don't care. You know,
shut up, Ryan.
they're gonna do the backstory.
Sonic's owned
and all
by
that
Sony.
Stuff. Like, how many backstories? How many times do we need to hear backstories for things? Can't they just like already just be mutants and we don't care how they're mutants?
Yeah,
No,
I
it'll
feel
just
like-
tell the story of them being mutants and like developing their.
Do we need
mutant
to, though?
abilities.
Yeah, I think we got to a point, even with the previous movies. I feel like they go through that pretty quickly, right? I
Mhm.
never feel like they really focus on it too much because it's pretty easy. It's pretty simple.
Like
It is pretty
ooze.
simple. It's just like, yeah, it's like
So-
Batman. But you know,
Yeah,
we know your parents died.
yeah, we get it. We don't need to spend a
We
lot
get
of
it.
time on it. Yeah, so
I like how they did Spider-Man. Like they didn't give a backstory. They're like, here he is.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, with
See,
Homecoming, that was great. Like, yeah, I just got bit by a spider, and here I am.
yeah, that's all I need.
Yeah, that's all they gotta say is like, yeah, we just crawled around in some ooze, and here we are. There we go.
Yeah,
Easy peasy. All right, should we get into the little news that we have?
News or trailers?
Oh, trailers.
Yeah, trailers.
yeah, trailer.
Here are some exciting coming attractions from
B-movies and beyond.
I totally forgot about the trailers because they weren't
Yeah.
that exciting.
Actually,
either.
this first trailer that we're going to talk about goes along with kind of what we were talking about. Little Mermaid.
100%, dude. Okay.
Oh man.
Hey, can I just
Don't
say
care.
this? The first trailer teaser that came out, and they showed her, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, Ariel's black. She's not supposed to be black." Blah 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 blah. When you actually watch this trailer, this movie actually looks pretty decent. I think they did a good job following the story of the Little Mermaid. I think they did some good CGI with the following characters. I think this girl is going to be perfectly fine for Ariel. I love how they show that there's no ethnicity whatsoever in this world. Her dad is Javier Bardem, So he's a Spanish actor.
Yep.
She's a black actress, and then Melissa McCarthy is Ursula. I think they did a good job. I mean, I would go see this now. I know I was pretty against it when I saw the teaser, just because I was like, this just looks dumb. I would actually watch this because the way that this movie, the CGI looks pretty damn good on it, and if it follows true to what the Little Mermaid story is, Little Mermaid was a good story.
See, I had the opposite where my note was, oh man, it looks like she is in like an animated movie. Well, real mermaids are in an animated movie. That's what I got, because I thought the actual mermaids looked good.
Yeah,
but all the fish and everything else that was around them just looked like Roger Rabbit. Like it looked like it was actually like an animated backdrop to me. And yeah, that kind of threw me off, that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Regardless of that, like this is just a money grab by Disney.
Yeah, I'm on the fence with it, and my problem is that like it's just the same movie.
Yeah.
It's a musical. They're doing the exact same thing, like what they did with Aladdin and all those other movies. It's the same movie. Like, make a different story.
Mm-hmm.
You know what sucks for you guys? You guys have kids and you have daughters.
Yeah,
so you're going to watch this movie
1,000 times, and
yeah,
I'm guaranteed it's going to be the same movie.
Yeah,
just live action, and it's like, why?
Yeah, I'm gonna see this one a lot.
Can't you think of Can't you think of something different? I mean, I know that the story's like traditionally written that way. Like, it's not traditionally written that way, but that's like what you expect to see when you see the Little Mermaid. But does it have to be? And does it have to be a musical just because it's a Disney movie?
You know, I'm actually fine with the musicals if they do it right, but like,
but it's the same songs.
I know, and I'm also okay with.
It bothers me.
The only one that really sucked in my mind was Aladdin. Aladdin was
bad.
Okay, and that was my question. Was we started watching that, and like I don't even think we got through the first song because it was so bad. Like the music wasn't good, even though like I liked these songs. But the way they did it and like the singing was not good. And then the way they shot it, it felt like this really weird music video. And we were just like, we turned it off right then and there because like that was enough. The rest of this movie is just more of that, you know, we don't want to.
I took my daughter to see it and she didn't even like it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Did you do the new Lion King, like the real CGI stuff?
Yeah, she loved that movie.
Really?
That movie's at least watchable.
I got halfway through on that one, then we turned it off because it's just
scenario.
Yeah,
it's Lion King. You've seen it.
There was nothing really new or exciting about it, so yeah, I turned it off.
You've seen the movie. You don't need to go see The Little Mermaid because we've seen it.
Yeah. So that's why I say it's a money grab, and like, will it be good and you know, like probably well done? Sure, but it's not necessary. I think that's the problem. And yes, kids are gonna go do it. They're gonna watch it. You know, they'll drag us, but
Yep.
I don't know.
I guaranteed I'll go see it because Tabitha will want to see it. But other than that, man.
Yeah, and I think
that's what Disney's banking on. They're like, we have a built-in audience for this.
Yeah,
we know that there's X amount of little kids that if we promote this,
and not just little kids, like people grew up loving it, so you know they're just going to go see it.
But those people are our age, and they're going to be the most critical of it. But the little kids,
but they're still going to go see it.
I know they're just going to get the money anyway.
To go see it. Yeah, they're going to get money anyways.
This is going to be the highest grossing movie of all time.
Could be.
Somehow
Avatar is up there. I don't get that shit.
I would rather watch The Little Mermaid over Avatar 2, The Suck of the Way of the Suck.
Yeah, I guess I'm there with you. So I don't know. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Like the trailer, like that was like the thing. Like you watch like Aladdin, like that trailer. I was like, yeah, that does not look good. Little Mermaid, I think I'm with you, Ryan. Like it looks well done.
It looks like they did a good job.
Yeah, minus I'm sure I would get used to the CGI and I'm underwater stuff, and once they'll probably even make it even better, right? because this is
Maybe they'll do a better job than Aquaman.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
guarantee that one.
Yeah. Did we mentioned this before, right? That he's like, I guess there's talks that like he's trying to get out of Aquaman, right?
Yeah,
Jason Momoa?
yeah, like he's like, yeah, I'm done. Because
I hope
apparently
so.
this new Aquaman 2 story is so bad.
Dude, did anyone see like the newest trailer? I don't even think we talked about it on this podcast because it was so bad.
There's a new trailer for it?
Like it came out like a couple weeks,
Was
but
there?
like, dude, just look for it. It looks terrible. Like the trailer doesn't even look like it's finished. So
oh my gosh, I gotta find this.
yeah, go.
Oh, man.
I found it. There's like a weird,
I hated the first movie, so I mean,
Yeah, I did not like the first one either, but it did really well. But
yeah, somehow.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, there is one. It came out 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I watched it, but again, I just thought it's ridiculous. And here's the other thing that I noticed with YouTube is that they started to put like other DC characters like kind of like on like the icon for it. And I think for Aquaman they had like Batman. And that's why I watched it, because I'm like, wait, Batman's in this? And then you watch the trailer, Batman's nowhere to be seen. But that leads me into there's a new like Shazam 2 Fury of the Gods trailer, which has Wonder Woman in it.
Yeah.
They're totally to the point where like, yeah, let's just give away all our secrets. Let's give away all the cameos. Like, we don't give a shit. We're trying to get as many people to buy a ticket and fill a seat as possible by letting them know that, hey, Wonder Woman's going to be in this. So, I mean, what does that tell you?
Does Wonder Woman draw people in?
No.
That last movie sucked.
That's true.
The last
It's
movie
very
was
true.
Terrible.
But the fact that like, it's weird though that they're having, like, I'm sure she could have easily have been cut out of this film.
Dude, it's because they have to piece every movie together and make them all connected into some universe, and somehow they all have to be connected
Before
and
they blow it up.
Yeah, and it's
but
like,
that's the whole
why?
thing. That's what's so weird is that they got a whole new direction with James Gunn and Peter. Oh man, why did I forget? S. Because I was
That
forgetting his
guy?
last name. Yeah, like they got a whole new direction with this. Like I don't know why are you still trying to make it so connected? You know, it feels it's overkill. Like, and again, to me, it's
too
just,
much, man.
yeah, you're just trying to sell more tickets by showing, hey, look at Wonder Woman's in our movie, so you really want to go see this. And like, to me, it kind of does the opposite, where I feel like, oh crap, this movie's gonna suck because this is why you're giving away all your secrets.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
mean,
It comes out this week.
Is it
Comes
gonna
out
be like
tomorrow.
Black
Oh, it
Adam?
does?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, I'm not gonna see this. I don't have time to see this.
As of this recording, it will comes out the 16th. So
Did you guys
tomorrow.
watch
hey-
Black Adam? Did anyone watch Black Adam?
I
Yeah,
did.
dude, I went to the theater for it. It was awful.
Oh my god.
I watched
Black
it.
Adam
It's-
was
it's
the movie that
basically-
made me.
It's Shazam rewritten for The Rock. It's like a movie with just The Rock in it.
yeah. I mean, the same concept with the powers and everything.
Yeah, but with the
just a
kid
bit-
and everything, you know, like
Yeah.
he's checking off his like superpowers and all that crap. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, just a different backstory. So, yeah, pretty ridiculous. And it wasn't that good.
I don't know.
So,
I don't know.
yeah.
I'll
We'll
watch it.
see.
Not
We'll
gonna
get
see
the
it.
reports. We'll get the reports next week. So,
Well, when it shows up
stay
on
tuned.
Flex for free, then I'll maybe find someone who has that and I can watch it that way.
there you go. Let's move on.
Oh yeah.
News.
All we got for news is that the Oscars sucked. Nobody watched it, and Jimmy Kimmel is awful, and the camera was weird, and everything, everywhere, all at once, basically won everything.
Yep.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah. You said it all.
I mean, okay. Who's seen Everything Everywhere All at Once? Everywhere.
I have tried to
Is
watch
that
it like
right?
4 times, but it's one of those movies if I don't pay attention, I don't watch it.
Yeah, I started it and I walked away for 5 minutes and I came back in the room and I was like, I don't know what's going on, so I turned it off.
Okay. Well, I don't feel like that's fair to this movie. You do need to pay attention.
Yeah.
Like, my wife asked me the other day, like, because I said, yeah, it swept the Oscars, which I think it was deserving of, because I loved it. I really did love that movie.
You reviewed it and you said it was really good.
Oh
I've
yeah,
heard that it's good for multiple people.
yeah. I mean, it won
It's
Best
like
Picture.
a multiverse without like being tied to a comic book.
Yeah. The multiverse concept, how they pulled that off, it was awesome. It was like everything that I wanted to have happen with Doctor Strange too. This movie did, and then also ties in the whole like family issues and also just kind of like being okay with yourself. And I was trying to explain this all to my wife, and like she's like, "You made this movie sound terrible." I'm like, "I'm sorry, but it's really good." But it's a hard one to explain. Like, it's like you get to the core of it. It's the mother and the interactions with her daughter, her husband, her dad, all these different things, and then going down all these different paths of these different scenarios of potential outcomes, and then it's all wrapped up in this whole crazy sci-fi multiverse, crazy action scenes movie. Like, it is just bonkers, but it's amazing. But I understand how you leave for 5 minutes, you come back, you're totally lost, and you have no idea what's going on. Like,
I mean, yeah, it was way longer than 5 minutes, but yeah.
Okay. I left for 2 hours. I got back at the end and I was super confused. I got to the point where there's 2 rocks just silent.
When I get distracted with something, like, it's yeah.
So
I will give it another chance because listen, I think this is a type of movie that should win Oscars. Not these movies that like are released at the end of December just so they could get an Oscar push, and then you're like, wait, when did that come out?
Yeah,
like this movie came out last
it.
February, March or something.
Yeah.
It came out about a year ago.
Yeah.
And
it should be movies that people know about and have seen, not just like just came out where it's like, why?
Yeah. And that's the great thing about it is that we just talked about, like, dude, this crazy ass movie about multiverses got Best Picture.
Yeah.
Like, when you really, like, we're in a multiverse, if you think about it, like, that's nuts. Like, that is pretty crazy, and that's why I'm happy that this happened. And I this is everything they went away with. They won 8 Oscars: Best Picture, Best Director, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Cinematography, Best Editing, Best Original Score, Best Original Song. I didn't know they had an original song, and Best Sound Mixing. Like, I understand like all those things, minus I didn't know there was an original song in it. Like, I get, like, all those are well deserved because this movie is so well crafted. I was just blown away by. So
well, I think that's good. I mean, like, listen, what I learned from this movie is the kid from Indiana Jones is still making movies.
Dude,
exactly.
This was like
that's the only thing I know about it, and that's awesome.
Yeah. So he won like
his
best
first movie, and like
everybody talk at once.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the thing. Like, that's kind of weird. Like, they didn't talk about like all the actors that won stuff in these. Like, I think they won even more, right? Because Best Supporting Actor went to him, and like this is like his like Renaissance. He's coming back in a big way. Like, he's already like signed on to the MCU, doing stuff there.
He is?
Yeah, dude. He's
cool.
Everyone wants a piece of him because he was so great in that. And he was. Oh shit! More stuff's falling.
Yeah, that was me.
Quit sewing things, Justin. Not in the middle of the podcast.
And then also the best actor or actress, she won. And she was amazing throughout the
Now
whole
she was in
film.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, right?
Yeah, and I think even Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings.
Jeez, MCU is walking away with awards.
Kind of in a sense, I guess.
The only one was the actual MCU movie with Angelica Houston in Black Panther, which Jamie Lee Curtis got away with that one for this movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she got it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Michelle Yao, she's the one that won. Like, man, like again, like I said, this movie was just so well made, and they got so many great performances from everyone in this. Like, again, everything was well deserved, in my opinion. And you two need to focus and watch the whole movie.
I got you tonight.
Or if you do have to lose track, like, you know, you got to go do something. Like, because I had to watch this in multiple sittings because I had to stop and go do things. I understand, but pause it, Justin.
Dude, like the only time I have to watch movies like this is at basically 10 o'clock at night,
Yeah,
and I have to, like, you know, usually wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning the next day. So it's
Your
like,
brain is shut off by then. You're like,
Oh,
"Meh."
sleep, sleep or movie.
I hear you.
It's
When
a
I'm
battle.
up with the baby, man. That's when, like, and I am like, I'm just gonna watch something now. So that's a lot of times when I watch a lot of my movies. It's like at night when I'm with the baby. So I hear you, Justin. I hear you.
I have no excuse. I just have a very short attention span.
Pause, guys. Pause.
You know, if I find that person who has Plex and it's on there for free, like when you pause it, it has a hard time recalibrating sometimes. So it's like you don't want to pause it. I don't know that from experience. Someone else told me that.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, good for everything, all the time, everywhere, at once in the same room.
Yep. Nailed it. So, all right. Let's get into the meat and potatoes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Guys, can I go first?
Yeah. No, yeah. What'd you watch?
Okay, this is why I want to go first, because this ties into what we were just talking about. I've tried to watch like 3 movies in the past like week, and I haven't finished any of them. But we did talk about one, which was Kevin Hart has like a Nicolas Cage, the Massive Weight of Unbearable Talent style movie where like he's breaking a fourth wall about him becoming a comedian to an action star, and it's about Kevin Hart trying to be an action star, but falls into this whole like plan of them actually being criminals in a way, is what I gathered from it. It's called Die Hard. It's a play on Die Hard, and Kevin Hart's like this. He's Kevin Hart, but he's frustrated that he's typecasted as a comedian, and he wants to be an action star. So he goes to like action star training classes, and then falls into this whole trap of John Travolta actually being evil. I didn't finish it, but that it's like it wasn't that interesting. Like the trailer that we
make it into this movie,
made it in,
like,
I was maybe about 45 minutes into it or so. I mean, it was one of those movies that it played all the way through, but like I got up for like 30 minutes.
Right.
And I couldn't pause it because my friend. But
you were at your friend's house watching you get on Plex, and you couldn't pause it.
Yeah, it was crazy. I had to get up a couple times and whatnot, but I don't know, man. Like in concept, it seems pretty cool, but it's just like I wasn't vested. And then the other one I was trying to watch was Knock at the Cabin, another movie where I'm just like, I gotta pay attention. Why is it that I could pay attention to a freaking TV series and watch like 9-10 episodes and binge watch that, but I can't sit for 2 hours and 30 minutes to watch a movie.
Yeah, but like,
I get it. I have the same problem, Ryan. I really
But-
do, and I don't know
so
what it is.
let me ask you though, when you're watching these series though, are you doing other things?
Yeah, but I'm actually like like The Last of Us. I got the concept of it, and I
But
watched
see,
it.
that's the difference though, is that when you're watching a series, it's not as condensed, right? So you can actually do other things and still follow the main
Yeah.
story
Yeah.
over a
Yep.
9-hour period. In a movie though, it's all condensed. Like you got 2 hours to tell this whole story, right? Like it is
Mhm.
not, it's not prolonged or anything, so it is a little bit harder.
But sometimes series draw that story out too much. And for example, like I've said this about The Last of Us. The Last of Us is the perfect Walking Dead. It has encompassed 6 seasons of The Walking Dead in 9 episodes. A very similar story, but like each episode, I'm like, cool. I like where this is going. Where The Walking Dead, I have like 4 or 5 filler episodes where I'm like, dude, did I really have to sit an hour for that? Like, come on, you know?
There's a lot of that in Walking Dead.
Well, that's
Have
because
you
we're
wa-
doing
have you watched
24 episodes, right? A season.
Yeah, dude, 20. And how many
Yeah.
seasons are there? There's like 45, right?
There's so
Pretty
many.
sure.
The Last of Us covered like 30 of those episodes. Like I said, in the first 6 episodes, I was like, this is perfect. And it's great. Justin, have you watched The Last of Us?
No, not yet. I was waiting for it to finish because whenever I watch a series, if I have to wait till the next week for the next episode, I'm never gonna watch it. I'll watch the first episode, then I'll forget about it, and then I'll never watch it.
I'm the same way. If I can't like Netflix has kind of like spoiled us and made it so that
exactly.
I can't binge it, I'm probably not gonna watch it.
Yeah. Even if I get hooked on it, like I'll start watching another series and then I'll get hooked on that and I'll forget about the other series.
Because you're able to binge it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the problem with it. So now that they're finally done, I can finally watch it.
Well,
yeah.
My review, let me finish up the review, is movies capture my attention a little bit more because I want to like this movie
this is a
called
recommendation.
No, it's a review on
I like that
Hollywood
you're reviewing
right now.
movies that you haven't actually watched.
So
Peter does it all the time.
I actually I have the beginning and end because I fell asleep in the middle. And I haven't had time to go back, but I was like, I think I got the gist of it. I
figured it out.
Yeah.
That's why I picked Die Hard, because I think I got the gist of it. And I'm like, is this one I would go back and watch? Maybe not.
Okay, so I tried watching Die Hard 2, which Die Hard 2 is about to come out, right? Like very soon, sometime this month on Roku. And Ryan, I mean, have you even heard about this, Justin? Besides right now, Die Hard.
I've heard about it. I don't.
Okay.
That's all. I just heard about it.
Before, so it was like a QB thing. So it was like 10-minute like episodes on QB, which didn't last long because that was a stupid concept.
Is that what it's from?
Yeah. And then
Okay.
Amazon took that, or actually I shouldn't say that. I think Roku actually got the rights to that. But then Kevin Hart took that and spliced it all together just to make a movie, which is now on Amazon Prime. And now they're made a sequel, even though this movie that they took of just taking those 10-minute segments and putting it all together and making an actual movie on Prime. Now the sequel's coming out like this month. So like that's the whole deal with that. And I started to watch Die Hard as well because I wanted to know what this was all about. And I lost interest super fast.
Really fast.
Yeah. I just thought that the comedy was like, I wasn't really laughing. It was nothing new or hilarious that Kevin Hart hasn't done before. Like, and maybe I need to go a little bit further, but I was just like, nope, I'm good. I turned it off and I went and did something else because that's how
Yeah, I get it.
yeah. So with as much content that there is out there, like, dude, you have to be able to hold my in my attention. And QB could not do that in 10-minute segments.
What's
Pretty
funny
bad.
is if QB can't do that in 10-minute segments, then there was no hope
That is
for this.
sad. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sad.
We were
Yeah,
just
if
talking
it's
about how
good, yeah.
it a series, like if you don't capture my attention in the first episode and everybody says, oh, you got to watch 3 episodes, it's dude, series have released 3 episodes at a time so you can like binge it and be like, oh, okay, I get
Yeah.
it, you know.
Yeah.
And if QB couldn't do that, and the weird thing is there's a sequel, why are people funding this?
I don't think people are funding it. Kevin Hart's funding it.
Do you think it's
Yeah,
because do you think it's already
It's
made?
because it's Kevin Hart. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. And it's Kevin Hart. You know, people just see his name. They're like, they click on it. So that counts as a watch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
that's
and
what
you
I
know
like
what's
to see.
it's so funny is that I'll probably watch the sequel because I watched the trailer for the first one and I was like, nah, but the second one actually looks better.
Yeah.
It could be.
So-
It probably is.
I'm gonna
Maybe
give it
that's
a
it.
shot.
Maybe he just wanted to do a better job.
Yeah,
Ah.
and also it's because before you're writing for 10-minute segments. Now this one is a legit sequel, just straight up movie where I think it's gonna flow a lot better.
Yeah.
So
Good call.
yeah.
This might be
Yeah.
one of those movies where the sequel is better than the original.
I think so. I think
Terminator
so.
2.
Damn straight.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go next since I didn't finish mine either.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
my god.
I hope you finished yours, Justin. So I was on Amazon Prime and there's a movie out there called The Mutations from 1974, which that was the original title. And then if you're trying to look up it on IMDb, apparently it's changed to The Freakmaker. So
Okay.
Freakmaker?
yeah, this is also where I kind of got the idea because I was just of you know, the whole mutating thing, like what do you want to be mutated with?
All right.
Really the only person I know from this is Donald Pleasence. He was in this. He's like the mad scientist.
I recognize the cover. I looked it up. Yeah, I recognize the artwork for the cover.
Yeah, it's so the whole thing is about this mad scientist and he's experimenting with crossing humans and plants, so he's mutating them together, which I thought was pretty interesting. And then he's using like his experience. He's teaching college. He's a college professor and he goes and has this like weird giant, you know, hideous looking man stealing college girls to go do experiments on. And then once he did that, and the ones the experiments that didn't work out too well, he would give them to the freak show. Hence, you know, the new title, The Freakmaker.
I
And
like it.
yeah, so they would go to the freak show and you know, they're part of that show, or you know, kind of in a sense. Mostly just had people going looking at these weird plant people. Then some weird guy came from Canada. Don't really know why that happened. And then he becomes friends with some of the students, and then they gotta go figure out, man, who's taking all these college girls? I fell asleep, woke up to dogs attacking that Canada man.
Okay.
All right.
And
You missed some backstory, man.
I don't know. There was no backstory. He flew in. He was coming out to kind of check this professor who he's like, man, this guy's a genius because like it was, I love this concept. You know, I love these like old movies where like, dude, in 10 years, we're going to be splicing everything together, man. Like
Yeah.
this is like this is the future. Like people they're going to be combined with plants because they're going to be the superior race because we can like absorb sunlight, right? Photosynthesis and all this shit. And like, we're going to regrow limbs and all this. Like, that's the whole concept before it. And he has like all these like crazy plants that like, I guess he like fused it with human DNA because some of them were like bleeding, right? Like the plants were like bleeding blood. Another plant he was feeding rabbits to because it, it had a, it was kind of like a Venus flytrap, but a lot bigger, right? And needed rabbits to survive. Like is whole that. And then so once I woke up and the Canada guy's getting like attacked by dogs, like, oh man, that scene went on forever too. That's why I woke up, because it's just nonstop barking and this guy just screaming, and he's okay though, by the way. And then it cuts to like inside this laboratory where like they're trying to like do one last experiment, right? They're trying to like plug, like do something to this chick. And just, I'm sure everyone's aware there are boobies in this. So
I like boobies.
Hey,
Peter.
Speaking of it being from the 70s, sometimes horror movies or movies like this, like the pacing is off. Sometimes, or it's just like slow for the first like 45 minutes, and then the very end there's like action packed. Is it kind of like one of those movies?
I'm gonna have to assume so, since I slept through the middle.
I like it.
And then, like I said, when I came to, like, I guess this is from '74. Come on, guys! Like, I think I can spoil this now. Like, like, because this is what I saw. I was like, obviously the scientist gets his due, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, like there's this weird plant humanoid person that's like a Venus flytrap. At first I was like, oh man, maybe the make it was kind of okay, but then I started looking closer, like, dude, you can see like where his mask tucks in, and like you see like yellow, like you see like his t-shirt, like it was so bad. And then they burned him up, and the whole mad scientist house goes down in flames, and that's the end of the story. And the Canada man that was getting attacked by dogs, he got out of the dog's mouths, and he saved the topless lady, and it was everyone went home happy.
Hey Peter,
so, yeah,
I have a question for you.
Yeah,
who's this guy?
Oh yeah, this is part of the freak show. So they went, dude. This is probably the best part too. Is like, they like did the whole freak show. They had like the chick with the whole, like the bearded chick, a lizard lady. They had the guy that can pop out his eyeballs. That's what he's doing. That's showing on our YouTube page right now. And he pops out his eyeballs. Yeah, pretty crazy. They had a guy like, dude, they use legit. I guess,
It looks like that guy can legit pop his eyeballs out.
Oh yeah, dude, it's even better in the film, man. Like he really pops them out, and he just kind of in and out, in and out, in and out. But like they use like legit freaks. I don't like referring to them as that, but that's what they were doing. All these people, like I really feel like they had like legit, ailments which caused like their issues. And dude, like this is 74, man. They were taking legit people, like freaks like this, and just put them on camera. They had tons of midgets on it because, again,
who doesn't love midgets?
Exactly.
And it's the 70s, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And there's like, they're freakish, right? They're not like us normies, right? Oh, pretty funny. One of these days I'll go watch the middle and see what happens there.
There should be like an app that tracks like when you lose attention, and it either reminds you, pauses it for you, or just like, hey, you didn't watch this part of the movie, so you should.
Yeah. But like, I mean, 74 from what I saw, like it was, pretty entertaining and silly as well. I mean, it's legit like B movie, man, straight up. So I like the concept of just like especially combining the plants with the people and making the superior race. Didn't
Like
work
that
out
one
too
plant
well.
duck thing from Darkwing Duck. Remember him?
Oh yeah. What was his like something Burke beat? Is that
I
what it
don't
was?
remember their names. Do you remember their
No.
names, Justin? You were a big Darkwing Duck fan.
Dude, that was like the first episode too with
Beekman,
that guy.
Dr. Beekman, right? Is that what it is?
Was it Dr. Beekman?
No,
Or
that's
is
the
that
Muppets.
no. Yeah, that's the Muppets.
It's like Bertrude or something. Like it's something with like
I can't remember.
yeah. Anywho, that's the Mutations or the Freakmaker, which I think I like the Freakmaker better. I kind of like that title. I think they should reuse that somewhere. So,
I'm trying to find out this duck name.
all right, you do that. Justin, you're up.
Well, I think I broke your record because I actually watched like 3 full movies. Like,
Dr.
Whoa.
Reginald Bushroot. There you go.
Bush, see, that's close.
Yeah,
all right.
Beekman. Sorry,
Yeah.
Justin. You watched 5 movies today?
3,
Oh, okay.
Today.
not today. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Recently, I've watched 3 movies without turning them off.
has someone been working
So-
from home lately?
No, no. I've just been watching movies in the middle of the night. So,
Wait, you're staying open at 2 a.m.?
but I'm just saying that I managed to watch 3 movies all the way through. So,
It's
Huh.
impressive. You didn't fall asleep. You know, I had a question. It's just how many would you say on average, like how many movies do you fall asleep through now?
so many.
90% of them.
Just
It depends, man.
yeah.
Like,
If it's Kevin Hart, all of them.
and it depends
Dude,
on where I'm at too. Like if I'm in bed, I'm falling asleep. If I'm on
Oh
the
yeah.
couch,
Absolutely.
sitting straight up, I can make it through. But if I'm laying down, falling asleep,
Oh dude.
you know, it's
I
a struggle.
don't think it matters where I'm at now. Because a lot of these ones are on the couch and I'm just
But
and I
half
could
the
be
time I
setting
just
up
get up and I
fall back.
walk away for no reason. Like it's like I forget that I'm watching a movie or something. like something else pops in my head. Like, oh shit, I gotta go do this, and then
Yeah, I
That's what
can't
happens.
relax right now. I gotta do
Yeah.
shit.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
true.
I understand. All right.
I watched. I'll go through the movies that I did watch, but then I'll review the one. I watched
Okay.
a movie called The House, which is from 1985. And
awesome.
the reason that I watched that is because it's written by the same guy that wrote Monster Squad.
Oh, you love that one.
Yeah, my favorite movie of all time. House starts off very slow, and then there's lots of action at the end.
I
Yeah.
I tried watching that one not too long ago. I fell asleep.
Yeah, it's very boring for a very long time.
You know what's so funny is that I think I forgot about that because all I remember is the end then.
Me too. That's the
But-
only part that matters about it.
Yeah, but there is some crazy stuff that happens kind of in the middle that I
A
think
little
is
bit. Yeah.
that's it's up there, man. It's like to me, it's like up there with Poltergeist shit. So
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah. And then I watched Cocaine Bear, which
nice.
is amazing. Any movie with a bear taking drugs and killing people is a win in my book.
The most surprising part of that movie is the kids do the drugs.
Yeah, exactly.
But Peter, did you watch it?
No, not yet.
Oh my
I
gosh.
went into that movie thinking like it's gonna suck, or like, because usually those kind of movies with these reviews, like they're just like but I
I don't
really
know. Watching that trailer, man, I was like, "There's no way this movie can suck."
it's amazing. The gore in it is pretty good too.
Mhm.
That's what I've heard. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah. And then I watched a Western movie featuring one of the greatest actors of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nicolas
yeah.
Cage.
Yes.
Yeah, The Old Way. Recent movie, 2023, just came out.
Finally being a cowboy.
Yeah, man, he finally got his turn being a cowboy, and it's kind of a lackluster performance from Nicolas Cage.
Oh no!
Meaning he didn't go all nuts. He didn't
didn't
go all
nuts.
cagey.
Yeah, because his character is supposed to be like this guy that doesn't have any feelings, and he, basically no emotions or anything like that.
Well,
so
like, doesn't he kind of like lose like his family or his daughter or something?
his wife gets killed.
Okay.
So it's a revenge movie, basically. So he's a gunslinger. He's like a reformed gunslinger, but back whenever he was a gunslinger, he killed this kid's father, and then the kid grows up and goes to find him and is trying to kill him and ends up killing his wife to get his attention.
Oh,
And
jeez.
so, yeah. So then
Wow.
he decides to, go after the killer, and he has no choice but really to take his daughter with him, who's probably like 12 years old. And she turns out to also have no emotions and stuff. There's like a whole conversation in the movie about it, how they have no emotions. And that's probably why the acting is bad on his part. The girl was pretty good, though, in terms of the acting. What's her name? Ryan? That's probably why.
Because, yeah. Good call.
Yeah. But the movie itself also, the Western feel of it, like the town that they were in, it just felt like they just showed up to one of those like Western towns that already exist and just were like, we're going to make a movie here. We're not going to change anything. Let's just do it here. Like, it just felt too modern for some reason.
Oh, Justin, have you heard my plan? There's a small Western town in southern Colorado. It's like $4 million. If we get all our money together, we can just...
Yeah, no, I saw that. Let's buy it.
Yeah, we can make our own Western movie and make The Old Way 2 with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
with more cagey.
Yeah.
He needs to go full Nicolas Cage to be, I mean, my hopes was that it was going to be Tombstone, but with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
That's a very lofty expectation, Justin.
I'm just like, are you just disappointed? I mean, did Nicolas Cage still do like a solid like performance, but it just didn't have the extremes that we're used to and that we love from him?
It's just like the movie. No, it just something was off about it.
How was the action?
The action was okay, but again, it seemed like when they were shooting things, like it felt like they were just using blanks. It didn't feel like
to.
Yeah,
like we don't want to.
We know what
situation.
Obviously, but I don't know how to explain it, but it just didn't feel. And him being a gunslinger, there wasn't a lot of action of him like being a cool gunslinger.
Okay, see, that's what I was hoping. Well, I was hoping for him being cool, being a cool gunslinger, because like part of it was kind of like him teaching his daughter, right?
Yeah, and he goes off and she asks him to teach, but like he never shoots the gun when he's teaching her. She's like doing all the shooting, and there's never like him doing cool like gunshot tricks and stuff like that, which I think would have been better.
It's like the opposite of Kick-Ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel like this is a weird
Kick-Ass,
thing.
He just straight up shoots his daughter.
Oh yeah. I think this is probably something weird thing with Nicolas Cage. No, I'm reformed, so I'm not gonna shoot the gun. I'll teach someone, but I'm not gonna shoot it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I can't decide, man, because something was just off.
Period pieces and like Westerns in general, they're very easy to.
You can get off track.
Yeah, if it's not shot in the proper way.
Yeah, it has to feel gritty.
Yes,
in my opinion. If it's going to be a Western movie, it's got to feel gritty. Like the bad guy's got to be like, I mean, the dude that was a bad guy, whatever his name is, Noah, whatever his name is, who I would have never guessed that's him after seeing his face.
I don't know who you're talking about. But
I don't know who he is. But if you look at his face, he doesn't look like himself in the movie because he has a beard.
That's why I got a beard so I don't look like myself.
But I thought he did a better job at acting than Nicolas Cage did.
How dare
Who
you?
is this?
I know. How dare I?
No,
And I love me some Nicolas Cage.
Oh, dude! Every movie that
It's
is
just-
coming out in the future should have Nick Cage. Like
It's
Fast
just-
and Furious.
It's a Western movie that's not getting the job done.
Now they need a
it's-
sequel. The old way, getting the job done.
Like I like me a Western movie. Have you seen like the Proposition? Like that's a great modern day Western movie.
Proposition.
Look it up. It's a great movie.
The last Western movie I saw was The Mandalorian or the Book of Boba Fett.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Or- no.
Guy Pearce is in this.
Yeah.
The Proposition. The last westerns I kind of watched were 310 to Yuma.
That's a great Western movie. 310 to Yuma.
Yeah.
Excellent movie.
Clint Howard is in this movie, Justin?
Yeah, Clint Howard is in it. Yep.
Dude, have you seen him lately? Does he look like this, like, now? In this movie?
He's always looked like whatever you're going to show.
Does he look like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think he even had to go to makeup.
Put him in some overalls and
Yeah.
damn.
When did
I
Clint
mean-
Howard look like that?
He fits
Oh,
right into a
man.
Western movie, to be honest. But
Yeah. Walking around, change? You guys
Yeah,
got some
yeah.
change?
Yeah.
No Country for Old Men. That's kind of a modern day Western movie in essence.
Yeah.
Star Wars. is
What
too.
you think? Like, okay. So I think there's two ways to do a western. Because what about like The Quick and the Dead?
Great movie, yeah.
Yeah, but like that was a kind of more stylized take on a western. Would you not
Yeah.
agree?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's with the low budget filmmaking that I just like it doesn't quite you don't feel like you're there in that time.
I mean, like
That
The Hateful
period.
Eight. That's a Western movie, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Quentin Tarantino. That's a good movie.
Yeah. Like,
It doesn't
there's
have to be. Yeah, I mean, because this was supposed to be a Western movie. It just didn't feel very Western,
Mm.
in my opinion.
Yeah. I understand. I feel that way a lot of times when I watch some period movies and like this just doesn't feel like it's accurate.
Yeah,
There's something off about it. And maybe it's like the
Yeah.
way they interact, the way they talk, but then you can go the other way though when you got a really good director where you can like stylize that and make it so that it fits
Yeah.
into it, right? You're
I
kind of modifying it.
Mhm.
So
It's no Dances with Wolves, man.
Apparently,
I've never
Avatar
seen
2
them.
is just Dances with Wolves,
But worse.
but worse, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
No
watch
Kevin Costner.
Dances. I'll watch Dances with Wolves before Avatar 2.
You'll probably fall asleep. Dances with Wolves. It's very long.
I'm probably gonna fall asleep through Avatar. So,
I'm gonna
And,
fall asleep before Avatar turns on.
yeah.
I would say for this movie, watch it. Why not?
Okay. Yeah, that's what I said for mine too. Watch it. Why now? Why not? I'm pretty sure probably that middle part. There's probably gonna be more mutations in mine. So
I like that as a final review. Watch it. Why not?
yeah, why not?
Like,
So,
just yeah. Why not? It's a movie. Why not?
it's a movie.
It's
Okay, Bessie, you're going a little too far with that. It's a movie. Come on. Why not?
It has Nicolas Cage. Come on.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
that's
worth
the
it just
part.
for that.
That's the part. That's why I'm gonna watch it eventually. So, all right, let's wrap up this episode with our last.
Yes! Oh! 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 Oh, God. Oh.
I'll have what she's having.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go out there and say, if you haven't watched The Last of Us, finish it. It's good. But I've already said that for the past 3 weeks. So start Ted Lasso because it's tonight. Final
Alright.
season.
Final season. Yeah. My quick recommendation is I just been wanting something that's really simple to watch and makes me laugh, and that's Impractical Jokers. So I've been watching it on HBO Max. So
Oh, that's on HBO Max now, huh?
yep. Just
Oh, cool.
going through all the seasons. I'm on season 2 right now.
Yeah, because I never
There you
find my
go.
way to True TV. And I know True TV plays nothing but Impractical Jokers, but I just forget that's a channel.
Yeah. And Justin?
All 27 James Bond movies.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I've been
Wow.
I've been making my way through the entire catalog.
That's
Haven't
Haven't you
impressive.
done this multiple times?
I have seen all the James Bond movies before, yes.
Are you going in the order of release or by like?
No, I'm just like, because like, not all James Bond movies are on the same platform. So like HBO has like just some random ones, and then there's some random ones on some other shit. So
Wait,
I've just been like,
Do you have Amazon Prime?
no,
Oh, because
gotta
aren't they all MGM?
I don't know, probably.
I think
so.
Amazon owns all of them.
If not, just find you a buddy who has Plex, and
Or
they
do
should all
that.
be on there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you haven't seen James Bond, watch them all. They're all good.
Hey,
Okay.
Justin, before we go, your next ideal James Bond. Who should play James Bond now?
What's his face? The guy that's going to be in the movie Tetris, or not Tetris?
Tetris, basically, yeah.
Yeah,
What's his name? Taryn Targan.
Taron Egerton,
That guy.
Okay. Okay.
the
He's my
Rocket
James Bond
Man.
Yeah, he's my James Bond pick.
I like that. I want to go with Henry Cavill.
No, I don't disagree with that. They'll have to CGI out his mustache.
That's fine.
What about Idris Elba?
I could be behind him too.
He's too biracial.
What if they went the opposite route and they hired a woman?
They were talking about that.
Yeah, wasn't that the big thing for that last one with Daniel Craig?
Yeah.
I never watched it, so I don't really know.
Well, we'll find out when.
But how would they really do that? I don't think that. I mean, get totally off topic here, but like they could not do a woman James Bond movie and have it the same kind of way, because she would just be like construed as a total whore.
Yeah, I know. So she, instead of like the typical James Bond, who is like the
ladies man.
whore. Yeah, the ladies man, but a whore basically. Yeah, they go the opposite direction. She's just a total prude. Like, I don't. Yeah, I agree. I don't know how they would do.
I don't know how they would do it.
So,
well, gents, it's been a great evening, and I'm excited for the Little Mermaid. And I'll be sure to put on your movie, Peter. Fall asleep halfway through, and look for the eye popping scene. And Justin, you unsold me on a Nick Cage movie.
Yeah, why not? Why not? It's a movie. It's a movie. Why not? Well, thank you, Justin, for joining us. It was a treat. We'll have to get all together and go watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem when it comes out and do a special episode.
I am going to see it when it comes out for sure.
Put it on your calendar, okay? So, thanks everyone for listening. Until next week. Wow.
Head Bob.